Garrett Blevins here with my last deadlift day on the King RTS split. This is part of the peaking program, and the protocol today was two heavy triples. The weight was supposed to be static, but I decided to up it after this set of 660. This was a 25-pound PR over the 635 last week, and these went pretty well. And so I guess Brandon Campbell will give me some flack if I say pretty well about this set because it was better than expectations. So 680 times 3 for a 45-pound rep PR. It went very well, and so I was happy with these reps. Lockout on the third one was solid and was able to hold it. So I'm hoping to open with somewhere around 670, 680 in the competition and hopefully jump up to 700 after that. I then dropped the weight down to 605 and finished out with 2 sets of 3 as my drop sets. I'm not a huge fan of drop sets. I know some people do them, like Mike Tashir, RPE training has a lot of the drop sets scheduled in, but I really like to work up to a weight and then just call it there. Going down and doing this extra work with these drop sets is not my favorite. I prefer to kind of change up the exercise, but hopefully this will be helpful for peaking. I threw the straps on for these because my hands were pretty beat up from those heavy reps. Then worked up on some floor press. I was either going to do a heavy single, double, or triple. So you see a single there with 445, no big deal. This was a PR. And actually my last rep, I think it was 455 or 460. I'll have to double check that. But it also had a form issue where I had to arch up off the ground to finish out lockout. So got to work on my floor press strength. Continuing on with kind of what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. Last week I talked about the 3 temptations of Jesus before he starts his earthly ministry. And the second temptation from Matthew is to put God to the test. To kind of test God to see if God will protect Jesus and do what Jesus wants God to do for him. And Jesus responds when Satan tempts him with this, that you don't test God. And this statement from John, I think, really encapsulates Jesus' attitude towards his life, that if he's not doing the works of his Father, then don't trust him. Don't believe in him. Don't put your faith in him. If he's doing things his own way and is trying to use power for himself, then he's not a trustworthy minister. And this is an interesting thing to look at, because Jesus is not putting himself as the most important, but putting God as the most important, and is subordinating his desires to the desires of the Father, not doing his own works, but the works of the Father. And so it shows that he has passed that test both in the wilderness from Satan, but also in his ongoing earthly ministry. Hope wherever you're at, you're doing well. Blessings.